Every time you hear about a bus crash on the news, you hear two things: tragedy and passengers wearing seatbelts. But trusted personal injury lawyers in New York know there's a massive difference between what the news says and what the law says. If your loved one got hurt in a commercial bus, the company is going to try to blame you. Today, we're breaking down the high duty of care, the black box secrets they hide, and the truth about that seatbelt defense. I'm Josephine Peña Persaud. I'm a personal injury attorney in New York. My day-to-day is focused on running my personal injury practice based in Queens. But I started posting on social media and creating an injury law community after a decade of being in the legal industry because I believe getting injured is hard, but getting legal help doesn't have to be. Let's look at this report. It says people were ejected due to presumed lack of seatbelt use.
It's a full-size tour bus, heavy amount of damage. It did roll. Most people, I'm assuming, on the bus did not have a seatbelt on.
Real talk, that's the insurance company's favorite line. It's called the Seatbelt Defense. They want the narrative to be about your failure to buckle up, not their failure to keep the bus on the road. But here's the reality. A passenger's choice might reduce the payout, but it rarely erases the bus company's liability. If the driver fell asleep, that's on them, buckle or no buckle. Let me tell you how this actually plays out in the real world. A while back, a firm represented a family involved in a tour bus rollover. The insurance company offered pennies, claiming the victims were ejected because they didn't buckle up. They tried to say their injuries were 100% the passenger's fault. This family was grieving, facing funeral costs, and feeling guilty because the corporation told them they were wrong. But the lawyers demanded the black box data. It proved the bus was doing 80 in a 55 zone, and the driver hadn't braked for 10 seconds. That evidence destroyed the seatbelt defense. The settlement wasn't just about medical bills. It was about holding a reckless company accountable for preventable tragedy. You need to understand the hierarchy of the road. In New York, commercial bus operators are what the law is called common carriers. That means they owe a higher duty of care to you than a regular driver does. If your neighbor drives you to a store and crashes, that's simple negligence. If a bus driver crashes, they failed the professional standard. The law holds them to a stricter level of safety because you trusted them with your life. So, can you sue if you weren't wearing a seatbelt? The short answer is typically yes. In New York, failing to buckle might lower your compensation. It's called mitigation of damages, but doesn't usually let the bus company off the hook for causing the crash in the first place. The most important witness in a bus crash never speaks. It's the event data recorder, or the black box. Just like in an airplane, modern buses record everything right before a crash: speed, braking, steering angles, even if the driver was on the gas. This is the smoking gun. Lawyers fight to get this data immediately because bus companies love to lose it or override if they aren't stopped legally. The biggest mistake people make after a bus accident is taking the insurance adjuster's first call. They'll call you while you're still in the hospital. They sound nice. They say, "We just want to take care of those medical bills quickly." Do not fall for it. They're trying to get a recorded statement where you admit you were unbuckled or that you feel fine. That recording can be used to deny your claim later. Who actually pays for all this damage? It's rarely the driver personally. It's the commercial bus company's insurance policy. These policies are usually in the millions because they carry so many people. We're talking about bodily injury, lost wages, and pain and suffering. Let's talk about that specific New York law regarding seatbelts. It's tricky. New York requires seatbelts on charter buses, but only if they were built after November 28, 2016. If you were in an old bus that didn't even have belts, the defense can't blame you for not wearing one. Lawyers will look at the VIN number and the manufacturing date immediately. If the bus was too old, that seatbelt defense goes right out the window. What if the worst happens and someone passes away? Families have the right to file a wrongful death claim. This isn't just about funeral costs. It covers the loss of financial support, the loss of companionship, and the emotional devastation. It's how the civil justice system acknowledges the value of a life that was lost. When a firm takes a bus case, they don't just look at the crash site. They subpoena the records behind the driver. Was this guy trained? Did he have a history of speeding? Was he fatigued or overworked? Federal laws limit how many hours a bus driver can drive. If the company pushed him to do 16 hours straight to make a profit, the company is liable for that negligence. If you are ever involved in a commercial crash or you're helping a family member who was, you need a preservation letter sent out immediately. This is the legal document that tells the bus company, do not fix the bus, do not delete the black box, do not shred the logs. If they destroy evidence after getting that letter, a judge can sanction them heavily. Is there a time limit to file? Absolutely. New York has a strict statute of limitations. If the bus was owned by a city or government entity, the time limit is even shorter, sometimes as little as 90 days to file a notice of claim. Do not wait. Here is your immediate checklist if this happens. 1. Get medical attention, even if you feel okay. Adrenaline hides injuries. 2. Get the names of other passengers. They are your witnesses. 3. Take photos of the bus position if you can. And 4. Never sign anything from the bus company without a lawyer reviewing it first. Finally, what can you actually recover? It's not just medical bills. You can seek compensation for future medical care, lost income if you can't work, and non-economic damages like pain and suffering. The goal is to make you whole again, financially, after the trauma. If you have questions about a bus accident or that seatbelt rule, drop a comment below. Stay safe out there.